For this week's main topic, man, we're talking a little Fast and Furious,
Yeah.
man. We're not sure if they're gonna even cross the finish line, man. They had Fast X
Hmm.
come out. Was it last year? I believe it
I think it
was.
was last year. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was set to be a two-part arc for the final installment of the franchise. But reports have come out recently saying that Universal could be pumping the brakes on the franchise because of budget,
Mm.
concerns. The last installment, I think it made about 700 million at the box office, but that's off of a 340 million dollar budget, which is
Yes.
insane for a
Yeah.
film like this. I don't even think that the Avengers films cost that much, man. So this is like one of the highest, budgeted films ever. For any other film, 700 million is
Yeah. It's good.
amazing.
Yeah.
But with a 340 million dollar budget, you need to, you
You
know,
need to break $1 billion,
pretty much.
pretty much, because 700, it didn't do it, because if they're now talking about not necessarily making this next one or even cutting the budget
Whew,
to make this
man.
film, they running out of nitrous, bro.
Man, they're running out of something, man. So, after more than 20 years of wild stunts, street races, and family first moments, it looks like the Fast and Furious saga might finally be downshifting toward the end of the road. Reports say Universal could be slamming the brakes on Dom Toretto's story, not because the fans are done, but because the budgets have gone way too fast and way too furious. The Fast and Furious started back in 2001 as a raw underground street racing flick, and over the years it's turned into a full-blown globe-trotting action ride packed with heists, explosions, and the trademark family energy that's defined the franchise over the years. And so the one thing that we've loved to see is like, these characters all come together and, all their exploits and all these different things. But man, it's crazy to think about a $340 million budget for something that started off very grounded.
Yeah.
It started off very grounded, and like over the years, again, it's just kind of morphed into this whole other thing because they had the Fast and Furious, then they had Too Fast, Too Furious, I think Tokyo Drift,
Hmm.
and like when the franchise really started to take off, I think was with Fast Five.
Yeah.
I want to say that was when The Rock came on board, who we talked about earlier. And again, Rock kind of brought that energy into he revigorated the franchise,
Yeah.
man, because that's when it started making $1 billion at the box office, and every film after that was doing very well. But man, just to think, like now Universal wants to chop the budget down by 50 million or get it down to 50 million less than what it is right now.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the number is they're trying to shoot for right now. But when you factor in, the cash that they have to bring in, and I would imagine you have to bring The Rock back
Definitely.
for this. You have to bring them back to kind of close the series out if that's what you're gonna do. But like, man, the last one kind of left on a cliffhanger. So it's like, what do you think is gonna happen? And then they also mentioned that they wanted to bring Paul Walker's character back
I was gonna say that.
for the
Yeah.
final installment. So like, what do you expect to happen with this?
Man, I don't know. I really don't have any expectations on what to expect or what's going to happen.
Yeah,
But one thing could be the reason they want to chop this budget down some, because they don't think they're going to get the money back in ticket sales. The
yeah,
box office
yeah,
is not going to be hitting like it's supposed to.
yeah,
Now, for it to be the possible last installment of this franchise, I would expect a lot to go on in this
yeah,
movie, and for them to really push that marketing budget
yeah.
to go towards getting people to come out to the theaters. But, it may not happen.
Now, Vin Diesel did come out and say that, like, with this installment, this particular installment, that they are trying to go back to the basics of the like how it all started with the Fast and Furious, with the original Fast and Furious,
Hmm.
because the original Fast and Furious was basically like a Point Break ripoff.
Yeah.
It was like beat for beat. It
Yeah.
was almost the same exact thing, but I don't know, man. You know, I I think with the Fast and Furious, like again, when The Rock came on board, there was like excitement. They even had a spinoff of The Rock's character Hobbs,
Hmm.
when they did Hobbs and Shaw with
Yeah.
Jason Statham's character. So I mean, there was a lot of momentum going in, but then man, they started getting a little bit more outlandish with each
Yeah.
you know new installment of the franchise, man. When they went to outer space, I think that was when they lost me.
Yeah, that's when they lost me too.
Yeah.
But speaking of the different installments of this franchise, like which one was your favorite?
Probably the one, probably five or six.
5 or 6?
It might have been 6. I think 6 was the one like right after The Rock came in. It was the one right after that.
Okay.
So I think it was 6. But it was one of the two, 5 or 6.
Okay.
But I mean, those are like, to me, that was peak Fast and Furious, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for what it ended up being, yeah, I would say around that time, 5 or 6.
Yeah.
It's probably, those are some of my favorites. I did enjoy Tokyo Drift. That was a good one to me. It may not have been to you.
Shad Moss was your favorite character.
No, he was not.
What?
No, he was. What
No Shad Moss?
What you mean? What?
That wasn't your favorite character?
No. What make you think he would be my favorite character?
Well, you did pick A Madea Wedding Destination as your favorite, one of your most anticipated films. So I'm just saying.
Again, that was not me. That was him in cahoots with the producers.
Me?
On it, yes, had to be you because you always trying to play tricks.
I would.
You always trying to play tricks and you trying to blame it on the producers.
Wow.
Always, cause I know you.
Okay, so it was Han.
I
then.
know you.
It was Han.
Okay.
Han was your favorite character then, right?
I just like the movie, man.
And they killed Han.
I like the movie.
And they brought him back.
And they brought him back.
How they brought him back? I
don't know how they brought him back
him
after they killed him, but they brought him back. But no, he was not. I just like the movie, man.
Okay.
I know when you got something brewing.
I don't have nothing brewing.
I know when you got something brewing.
Blame the producers.
Okay. You got something brewing. I know you got something brewing for this one. I know you got something brewing.
Man, shout out to Bow Wow, man.
Dude said, shout out to Bow Wow.
What?
He said, shout out to Bow
Hey,
Wow.
Fast and Furious, they should bring him back too.
You think so?
Yeah.
For what reason?
He was a big part of the franchise. You didn't watch Tokyo. You just said
I watched
was your
Tokyo
favorite.
Drift, but I didn't say it was my favorite.
Yes, you
I
did.
said-
You said
Then I
out the
said,
franchise.
rewind it.
Rewind?
Rewind
Be kind of rewind it.
Be kind of rewind it or whatever you want to say, because I didn't say it was my favorite.
Okay.
I said I enjoyed it.
Oh, okay. There's a difference. Okay. I want to watch this back and see exactly what you said then.
Please do,
Yeah.
because now you got me messed up, man. Because Shad Moss.
What's wrong with you?
Then the dude gonna say, shout out to Bow Wow.
Roll bounce. But, man, so what do you guys think, man? Do you think they're going to even make this film? I'm a little skeptical now,
I am too.
especially based on the budget
Yeah.
concerns that Universal has. And I mean, like, they have not been getting the returns that they've been putting in.
Yeah.
So I can definitely understand those concerns that they're having, man.
Oh yeah. And if you used to making $1 billion and you only making $700 million and you putting in 340.
Whew.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. And again, you got to think about the cast over the years is just inflated.
Man,
and you think about all those salaries.
Now, you can just look at that cast, man, and you can notice that most of that money is going straight towards the cast.
Yeah.
Now, special effects and all that other good stuff, but when you bringing in people like The Rock and Jason Statham,
Vin Diesel,
Jason
Momoa.
yes, so you really paying some money out.
Yeah, and I mean, like, the best thing about the last movie was Jason Momoa, man. I thought as a villain, I thought he was great. But outside of that, it's just, whew, it's gotten pretty rough, man. I want them to go back to the basics, man, and hopefully that's what they'll do with this film if it ever comes out. But right now, I'm not quite sure that it will.
Yeah, me either, man. Like I said, they running out of gas and nitrous.
Wow, man. So what do you guys think, man? Are you excited to see the Fast and Furious wrap up the storyline from Fast X, or do you just not care at this point, man? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and, we'll just kind of see what Universal decides to do with it, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.